Hey guys, Gagot197 again, this time with a review of the 144th scale high-grade Universal Entry Nemo Zeta Gundam version from, of course, the Zeta Gundam series and also the Double Zeta Gundam series. So for colors, we get a very dark navy blue for most of the body, side skirts, and some other various detailings. Then you get dark green for the limbs, the head, and other small parts. Get gray for most of the joints and also other little detailings. You get yellow for the vents here and also for a part on the shield. And finally you get a very nice clear visor. Now onto the stickers, and you get a lot of them. For starters, all the red you see on the model are stickers. The thing here on his head is a sticker. You do also get an optional yellow one, which it should actually be yellow, but I decided to do things differently. Here, these are all stickers inside the sticker, and then one sticker for each of the sides. Underside, of course, the same. And the cockpit hatch is also a sticker. Now, that's a really big disappointment. I think for a model kit that costs 1,500 yen, they could have made this a separate part. For more, these here are stickers. And the leg vents here. Once again, one sticker for each of the sides. And there are still more stickers. Behind his visor, there's actually a silver metallic sticker, which gives it a really cool effect. You also get a sticker for the main camera here, sticker for the camera on the back, and you also get a sticker for the scope, the beam rifle. And we're still not done. The gray here on his wrist guard is also one sticker. And we're still not done, because you also get some stickers you don't have to use. These four here. These are actually for the unicorn version, and they should go in his vents here, and also on the back. So you could always use them. And one more, and this one should wrap around his neck, but I couldn't be bothered to apply that one. And that's all of the stickers. The good thing is, when you have all the stickers on it, you hardly have to do any painting at all. Everything is in the exact right colors now. So, onto the articulation. The head goes up, down, rotates around all the way, of course, and will come apart. Put it back on, and we'll go forwards and backwards for a little bit of a chicken movement. Then the arms are really nice articulated on the shoulders. They go up really nicely like that. Will of course rotate around all the way. Go forwards nicely like so. Backwards a little bit like that. And they are on a ball joint, so they will also wiggle around. And oh yeah, this little hatch here opens a little bit to give the arm slightly more movement. Then the elbow is one of the disappointing parts of this kit. It's only on a single joint. Come on, they could have easily given us a double joint like they've done with almost all of the gyms. Until the more recent gyms, of course. Also, turns around below the shoulder. And the hands are, as always, on ball joints, so it will wiggle around, turn around, and do everything a ball joint does. Then, the body is on a separate joint, so you get some forwards and backwards movement. It's on a ball joint, so it will also wiggle around. The downside is it feels a little bit flimsy, so I am a bit afraid that this will wear out over time. But so far, it's not a big problem. It will also rotate around, like so. The thrusters on his backpack here also have a little bit of movement. They're on ball joints, so they will wiggle around a little bit. As you can see, not a lot, but hey, it's there. Then onto the legs. The side skirts are molded together, but they can be separated. Go out that far, gives the legs a nice movement like so. Backwards about that far. Then they go out really nicely, like so. So that's almost a grande car. Also have a separate joint here and a hole to attach him to an action base. The legs will go like so. Can be used to give him a little bit more back movement. Then the legs rotate around, bend at the knee at two joints, but because of this thruster that gets in the way, you only get 90 degrees. If you were to remove this thruster, they do go up all the way. So it's unfortunately due to the design of the mobile suit itself and not due to the design of the kit. Then very kind of surprising piece of articulation is this mechanical thing also goes forwards and backwards, giving the feet a little bit of extra movement. Then the feet themselves are on ball joints. Well, they are on a ball joint here, and then they have the flip-flop joint, so they are on a hinge there. So the ball joint gives them side-to-side movement, forwards and backwards, but that far, and they will turn around all the way. And then the flip-flop joint gives them an extra movement like so. So as far as articulation goes, it's really, really nice. The only downside is, of course, single jointed elbow. Onto accessories, and these are really, really nice. Starting off with the beam saber, the beam rifle. And even though this looks the same as the other beam rifles, this actually is slightly different, because this rectangle here is slightly bigger. Oh wait, this rectangle here is slightly bigger, which means there's a hole here, rectangular part here. You can store it on the side skirт. This, however, will not fit because they're slightly smaller. I think this is a really cool feature, and I'm actually surprised it's not mentioned on the box or in the manual at all. I just remembered that the Master Grade could do it, so I thought, hey, let's give it a shot, and it worked. Then, one disappointing thing is, as you can see, this here is at an angle, which means it's the hand that's designed to hold the gym rifle and not really a beam rifle. So you will have to fiddle around with it a little bit, and it will look a little bit weird. Still not too bad, but yeah, they could have just given us a normal trigger finger hand. Of course, the beam rifle has a movable handle, so he can hold it with both hands. Like so. Kind of. Come on. There we go. No problem at all. Then, you also... Come on, let loose. There we go. You also get a very nice shield, and as you all know, the shield of the Nemo can actually be pegged off and be put back together in the stored mode. If I can find the other peg, there we go. And then you simply attach it with this little thingy here. You peg it onto the arm, and can of course also be pegged onto the other arm. If you want, you can just remove it and put it on here for a slightly different angle. There we go. His final weapons are two beam sabers stored here on his back, and they're loose enough to easily remove, yet they are in there tight enough to not fall out, which is really good. Then, surprise, surprise, you get two clear green beam sabers, and that's not something you see all that often from a UC kit. Green is generally used for the alternate universes such as Wing, and the beams go in there without any problem at all, and the same holds true for the hands, kinda. Gotta push it in a little bit. Nope. And as you see, they're not falling out. So they're in there really nicely. And whoops, and there goes the shield. Come on, there we go. But that's not all. You also get some extra hands. You get one pair of closed fist hands, and you also get another pair of open hands. And then you also get a little bit of junk. You get 4 of these hand covers because these open hands and the closed fist hands are on a separate tree, which is like the general hand tree, which also comes with these 4 hand covers. But they decided not to be cheap asses and give you 4 extra covers, which is something really good. At least they're not cheaping out on us. As always, the inevitable question is, do you want to buy this? Well, it's almost a great kit, which means that if you like the Nemo, definitely buy it. You won't regret it. However, for the more casual builder who just wants a great kit, there are a few things that could have been a lot better. Starting off with the trigger finger hand. They could have given us, well, either given us just a normal hand or give us both, like they did with the Gym Custom. Problem number 2, as the Gym Custom here illustrates, he has a double jointed elbow, just like almost all of the Gyms had. Well, the Nemo technically is a descendant of the Gyms, but he only has a single elbow joint. Whoop-de-friggin' do. Problem number 3. This cockpit hatch really should have been a separate piece. Problem number 4 is, as you can see, the Gym Custom has a lot of really nice marking stickers. They forgot to include it with the Nemo. Once again, just like with the double jointed elbow, the separate seal with all the different kind of marking stickers have been kind of like a tradition for a number of years now, and they just didn't give it. Seriously, what gives? Isn't it a lot cooler to have like all kinds of markings on your mobile suit and like HGUC symbols? Sure, you could buy the Gym 2, which does give you enough decals to also sticker up this guy, but it feels a bit, I don't know, cheap that you have to buy a separate mobile suit just to sticker this guy. Or maybe they're just going to release a separate sticker sheet that you have to buy separately. So yeah, it's just really unfortunate, but all the ranting aside, that still doesn't mean it's a bad model kit. It's good, it's just not great, or as great as I would have wanted it to be. All in all, for 1,500 yen, it's still a very good buy if you like the mobile suit. Now for some quick comparisons. Here are some of the other Gyms. Next up, the Gym Sniper 2, on which this guy was of course based, or well, if you want to keep it in the real world, the Gym Sniper 2 was based on the Nemo. You can't really see how much they're alike. The Gym Sniper 2 is a bit smaller. You can see here the thrusters and the backpack. And oh yeah, maybe you're thinking that these two guys ripped each other off. Well, I mean that they're using the exact same molds, but they're completely different molds. Finally, another comparison with is arch nemesis, the Isaac, and with trusted ally, the Gundam Mark II. Well, that's all for this review, and see you at the next one.